I stand here today to bring, I thought it was very important to bring some issues to this board. And being that Mr. Mayor is newly appointed on this board, I want to just make sure that we're informed of certain issues. For the last 2.5 years, we've been having quite a few issues at this organization. I'm just going to touch on a couple of them, and I'll start with the maintenance department. We have certain individuals, like our mechanics, where we're short about 18 to 20 mechanics. We are overwhelmed with the work that we're given. We're being sent off premises to do work in other locations in the private sector. That's not what we signed up for. We're also working under conditions when we don't have proper uniforms, like rain gear and reflective vests on the job, especially for road rangers. Some of them have it, but mechanics don't. Inclement weather. At every contract, we're supposed to get these. It's cold out there. They do an outstanding job. We've had these issues. We've had these conversations with our director, CEO, and our previous chief operating officer, Mr. Stringer, who is no longer here. We've tried to resolve these issues at a local level. We've gotten nowhere. It becomes a little frustrating at some time to our employees that come to work. They wake up every day to do a job, and I think they do an outstanding job. We have, no rain gear. We have violations in the department, the maintenance department, from the exhaust vents not working properly, fumes on buses. We inhale these things on a daily basis. Nothing is done. Okay. We have, at the minimum, over 200 operators who, after a tragedy, which I will not touch on because I know there's legalities of that, we have these so-called vests. Who can identify us on the road with these vests? We have some that have the Lynx logo on it. We have some that say transit official on it. What are we, chopped liver? Unfortunately, we had a tragedy, as we all know, due to a lack of these. And all of a sudden, we got about 150 within 2 hours. Why are we saving them in the closet is beyond me. Maybe this board can answer that question. I'll just move on. The training department. We have to get back to the way we were at one time. We have all these positions in training, and we don't get a good product out of the training department. 8 drivers, 10 drivers. We can't keep employees here. It's a revolving door. It needs to be changed. Unfortunately, we had those fatalities. Within the last 3 months, we've had 2 fatalities. One was a suicide. This is not what anybody wishes, but all the employees are affected on a daily basis. We have to deal with these issues, okay? I noticed that we had one of the operators who committed suicide. He was he had some financial issues, and he was looking for some kind of resources. We had resources here to assist operators or any employees, and it was called BMG, a payday loan, whatever they want to call it. But the resources were there. Our CEO decided to take that from our employees as well. Okay. And obviously, as we know, the most recent tragedy. Okay. We asked that there's some kind of standard of operation. What is the protocol to doing things that we should be doing? So I stand here because I can't touch on all these issues, but I ask this board, let's get back to the way we used to be. If my members decide that one day they don't want me in office and they wish not to re-elect me, then they have a choice to make. I am their voice. This board has a duty. And if the CEO can't lead this organization into the next level, then I suggest that we move on and start searching otherwise and get somebody in here who can lead this organization.